the boy have you and the girl a beard with the same red rock.
Raga.
Yeah.
Beside the girl with the next side of story about the red Raga. Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because the way we are.
Yo, that word them mad. Haganiering. Haganiering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti, I did mix up.
All right, you know the drill. 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 You know what me say? Let me say. Start it to a man. Start it to. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I need soap and blend that time. I'm want to call and talk of the king's day.
Check. Hold on. The boy have you and the girl a beard with the same red rock. Hold on.
Raga.
Yeah.
Beside the girl with the next side of story about the red Raga. Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because the way we are.
Yo, that word them mad. Haganiering. Haganiering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti,
Yeah, they mix up daddy.
hallelujah.
Check.
Ragashanti go on and on.
Here we go now.
Yes, Ragashanti.
Here we go
You know
now.
how Richie feelings this, right?
Here we go now.
To your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with the handle side of it.
Somebody, here we go now.
I need soap and blend that time.
Ragashanti live.
I need soap and blend that time.
Ready up. Hey. All right, let it go.
Blend that time.
Let it go. Today what the president 10th? Today 10th, no. I big up on myself, you know, people. I'm in name Ragashanti, and me and Miss Cher Wash Belly. She did and gone, but her legacy they are perform. You see it? I saw the thing set, yeah. Larger people, larger thing. Inside of 22. And right now it's all about yeah. No boo. I mean, it's a positive and a roll out for the whole of them, you see it? And be yourself, people. Like I say, be on yourself all the while. Be on yourself. Because, you see, if you be yourself and somebody not like you, you don't need a person in your life. It's not even anything personal. Stop trying to be everything for everybody. Stop trying to feel that way if somebody not like you. If somebody don't like you, that's okay. I fail to understand how someone get upset when somebody don't like you know. And una don't like everybody. Una don't like everybody. There's nobody out there who like everybody. All the three huggers them. All the people who talk about love conquers all. And I love everybody. Even them not like some people. So if somebody don't like you, that's okay. Right? And them have a saying, if everybody like you, if everybody love you, somewhere along the line, yeah, compromise, in some way because it may mean say yeah, be everything for everybody, which is not necessarily true. But people, guess what? I'm reading a book. Okay. Which we call it alert. This is an academic book. Okay. Well, let me be careful. It's called Industry Unbound: The Inside Story of Privacy, Data, and Corporate Power by Ezra Waldman. It is not your, it's not your run-of-the-mill easy read. Like I tell you all the time, I am multidimensional in the true sense of the phrase. There are many sides to me. And many of you know I do have an intellectually curious side, But this book is there's several books that I want to read that is exploring what Google is doing, Facebook is doing, the social media companies, and what is referred to as information capitalism, and what it is doing to us. What are the gender ramifications, and what are the ramifications for what is commonly referred to as minority groups, which very often is non-whites, right? So I'm interested in those things, and some amazing things are happening out there, and some frightening and scary things are happening out there. Now, this is fairly heavy reading, so if it's not something where you're interested in, I wouldn't advise you to pick it up. Again, if it's not something that you're interested in, I wouldn't advise you to go pick it up, right? Because this is it's fairly heavy academic reading, but nonetheless very informative. But where Facebook them really are doing it, them have a whole bunch of books on it. Where Google are doing, what them call with their data extractive technology, right? The whole notion of continually data mining information from people and then selling back that information to people and making billions and now trillions of dollars. Apple became the first company to be valued over $3 trillion. Backside people don't know what kind of money that. $1 billion, is 1,000 million. $1 trillion is 1,000 billion. That means $1 trillion is 1,000 million. Some serious money in them there, Anyway, not to be distracted, but I'm just sharing with you. I came over here early and I brought my little book with me, and I was reading my little book with my little highlighter. And my things them, making sure that I satisfy my nerdy side, the nerd in me. And nerds are, remember now, nerds are sexy. Nerds are sexy. Okay, if you know that. Right? Now, a nerd like me, I am not like Lammy, Lammy a hot boy, Lammy Rasta boy, a hot boy, and all these things. I am a nerd. But anyway, I mix up with a pampana show, so that is what we do here, without apology. So tell me something now. People, if you date somebody, right, you and them start date and on a go together, on a go movies, on to eat popcorn. Oh, wait, what? Oh, so on a go movies, I want to eat popcorn out of the same bag. And then want to go together, the women have a weakness right here. So women have a psychological disorder right here, okay? I mentioned it before. I'm going to mention it again. And invariably, I'll mention it at some other point in the future. But women have a thing, when you go out with them, no care what them order, and no care what you order, them have to taste your food first. Prezi, that happen with you? That happen with you? Don't it? It's a thing with woman. No care what you order, no care what them order, them have to taste your food first. You know what I mean? So them, if you want some of them food, them not give, they'll welcome. It's just a thing with them. Along the same vein, but with a slight variation, the part that one annoy me when them taste your food first. That part annoy me. Yeah, woman, God, you want anything? No. I'm going to buy something. I say, what you want me to buy for you? I don't want anything. You're sure? Of course I'm sure. I'm not hungry. You're not hungry, but me I go buy something, So, I don't want to just buy something for myself. I don't want anything. If I tell you that I don't want anything, I don't want anything. I'm not hungry. I'm okay. You sure? Didn't I just tell you that I'm okay? I don't want anything. Buy what you want buy. Buy what you want buy, man. I'm good. Boom, you go over there and you buy what you want buy. When you come back, as soon as you sit down with your food, I can't taste some of that and whatever. Listen to me. Just say you don't want anything. I could have bought you one of these and things. Why you want to come eat out my food? I just want to taste it. You want me to go? I just want to taste it. But me want to eat my food. Why you going to be selfish? Selfish? How selfish drop in this up? Don't mean it have to buy you one of the food them. I'm going to buy you your own thing. Anything you want. So how it come like say me a bit I do something bad now because I don't want you to eat out none of my food. Let me just taste something, man. And then you crush up your face and say, all right, taste it. When them a taste it now, but this tastes good, man. I'm before you know it, them stand there, man, of your food. But anyway, so that was just a sidebar. But anyway, so you date this person now, you and them are going good, and you eat out of each other plate. If someone want to buy a drinks and the other one want to taste it, there's nothing wrong. You give them the cup. You give them the glass or the cup. Because when you reach a point and now taste it and boom, and the person tastes it, them give you back the cup, them give you back the glass with your drink and you go and drink it, right? You go somewhere else and you buy a soda or you buy a juice or something, and the thing beg some of your juice, you don't have no problem. You give her or you give him your juice, them drink some of the juice and thing and whatever, and then them give it back to you and whatever. So you and the person you're dating is already at that point where on share things, on share food, and on consume things from the same receptacle, the same vessel, right? So that is common between you. You eat out of the same plate all the while. You drink out of the same cup or glass all the while. That is established. One day you decide to bring the person who you date come to your yard. When you bring them come to your yard, the first time, at some point, them get up and go open your fridge and take out a bottle of juice. No, this is important. Them know say you live alone. Them know you live alone, right? So you bring them come to your yard the first time. And the first time you bring them come to your yard, at some point in other date there, them get up, go in your fridge, take up a bottle of juice, and drink the juice from the bottle. Drink the juice from the bottle. Them go in your fridge. Take up a bottle of your juice. Turn the cork at the top. Hold the cork one side. Turn the bottle of them head. And drink out your juice from the bottle. Remember, this is somebody who you already eat out of the same plate with. This is somebody who you already drink from the same cup and the same glass with. on many occasions. So this is somebody who, when them drink and them bring back the cup down or the glass down, you are drink after them already. That already established. But then you bring them at your yard the first time and them go in your fridge, take up a buckle, open it, take up a buckle of your Welch's grape juice or your this and that pineapple juice or whatever, and them turn the buckle at them head. Did the person do something wrong? Did the person do something wrong? Did they do something that is a turn off? Did they do something that is just a no-no for you? Give me a call and tell me one thing. The number from Jamaica is 888-546-8742. I want to call in and talk to me. Ain't no phone. I say yes. Listen to me. You better think this out carefully, you know. Think it out carefully. Think it out carefully. Enough time we jump and we just make certain things trigger and we don't think it out. And then our conclusion end up not making no sense based upon what is already established. If you're calling from Jamaica, 888-546. No. If you're calling from the US or Canada, the number is 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. If you're calling from Jamaica, the number is 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Prezi? 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 Oh, okay. If you're calling from Jamaica, the number is 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Hello, good night. Hello? Yeah, greetings.
Good night.
Good night.
Raga, that is a no. Wrong move.
Why?
They don't listen. Me invite you, me yard. No matter what connection me you have. You can't just open the fridge, go in there and put the buckle on your head. What about if you have a family member or anybody?
No. I said the person live alone.
Yeah, but you don't have visitor. You're not going to have somebody come at your house, your sister, your brother, or any other friend come at you and offer them a drink.
Okay.
Some juice. You're going to give the person from that what the person put at them head? No.
Very good point. Very good point.
The person should wait for you to offer them. You don't just step in, not because, and just walk, go in your fridge and put the back like that. Is bad manners.
All right. So if the person do that, is that a really bad turn off to where you turn off from them like big time, like yeah, a deal breaker? Is that a deal breaker?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
But what if the person said, but we've been drinking from the same cup or eat from the same plate? We kiss. We do so and so together and Ray, you know what I talk about and whatever. So Ascania me.
But
What the difference?
The cup, if we drink from the same cup, remember that cup washed out and can reuse.
No. We established that part there, because it's a good point you make. I'm just saying, so if the person make the argument, so if you say no, that is a huge turn off and a potential deal breaker. Like, you cross a major, because that is the issue here, you know. For some people, it's like, yo, you just cross a major. How
Yes.
could you?
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm saying, if the person's response is, we are talking about, we kiss, you have my saliva in your mouth, me have your saliva in my mouth. We eat from the same plate. We eat from the same popcorn bag. You put your hand in my popcorn, we put your hand in the same bag, and we eat popcorn. We drink from the same juice all the while, you know, and think. What if the person make that argument like, what's the big deal?
That
I don't think it's a
person
big
would be
deal.
very selfish and only thinking about their self and not thinking about going to somebody else's house and somebody think to do that to them. That's a very selfish move.
No. On the contrary, you know, the argument the person would be making is basically saying, no. The reason why I don't think it's that big a deal is because we have both been in this together. We have both been interacting like that. Me and a stranger to you. Your mouth go all about pan things for me. My mouth go all about pan
Yeah,
things for you.
that is
So
it. They are
what
only
is the
thinking
big?
about themselves and a little like you. You can't
How
do
so?
that.
How
That
so?
is
If the
true.
person is saying the reason why I felt comfortable doing this is because we both have been doing similar things to each other. How is that selfish?
Brother, that is not no similar. Remember, that is juice. A bottle of juice is not even say I want little cup of thing where you could have said, I'm going out the fridge and I say the cup, make me and you drink from
No,
it,
but
and
what's
me
the
alone
point? What's the
drink it.
point? What's the point?
But a bottle of juice,
Yeah, what about the
brother,
buckle of
a
juice?
bottle of well juice where you know say it's not a one serving where you can say, oh, I'm alone I drink from this, but you have a big bottle of well juice in your fridge. Raga.
No,
And
you
have
made
cup and
that
have
point,
glass.
you know. You made that point already, you know, and I say it's a good point. But I don't think you're understanding the question. I'm saying, like, if the person is saying, we have been doing this type of activity all along, and that is why I don't see why it's a big deal, why you're making a big deal about it.
For me, Raga, that is a big turn off and a big deal for me.
All right. If you and a person, a kiss, I want to kiss, I want to exchange saliva and thing, right? I want to kiss, I want to dip on the road. Then you walk and thing, and then the person go, and spit. Would that disgust you?
No.
No? Okay, I'm just
No.
thinking. All right, we have some other call. I'm going to hear what them say here.
Okay, bye.
All right, blessings. And long time I don't hear your voice, no. What are we here?
No, me I listen, Raga, you know, so me I listen.
Yeah.
There's not a night, me I listen.
All right, put us to say a word. Blessings and love. Here, good for you, your voice again. Next call, President. Next call. Hello. Hello.
Hi, Raga.
Greetings.
It's a big deal breaker for me because the whole mannerism part of it, even if we're kissing and everything,
Yeah.
there's just certain things I don't do. All right, the only way I would accept it is if it's a first couple of dates where we might not have had that conversation yet about my likes and dislikes. You know, but my mannerism, you don't put anything to your head. Everything you pour. If you open a bag, you pour what you out. You don't put your hand in a chips bag.
No, but you live
That's
alone
mannerism.
and you've been drinking juice from one another. I wanna been putting the juice they wanna add before. Why is it different now
understand what
when it's a
you're
bottle
saying.
out of your fridge at your home? Why is it different now? Una been doing the same thing before. Una been putting the same
It
bottle
has
on the
nothing
head
to do.
and the same cup and thing. Why is it
has-
different now with the home?
It's just manners for me. It's just manners and just
No, but explain
table
the
manners,
bad manners.
period.
Explain what is the bad manners then. I'm pressing
bad
you.
manners
I'm pressing you,
or-
obviously, right? So, what is okay?
Yeah,
Given
right.
that this is something different that makes it bad manners to the point where it's a huge deal breaker. Explain why the same activity is bad manners in the context of a bottle of juice in your fridge in your home, as opposed to if you're out on the road and you buy a cup of soda from Burger King and the two want to drink from the cup. Explain the difference. What makes the one bad manners and a deal breaker and the other one totally okay? Explain the difference.
I wouldn't say it's a big deal, but it's just the mannerism. Where it could be kissing and doing everything. You might wonder if that person would do it elsewhere, or if you practice bad habits, it might happen again when it's not supposed to happen. Whether or not I live alone.
You're talking about a potential. You're talking about a possible. You're talking about a possible projection, which it can be another argument. But you still have not deconstructed what is bad manners with that particular activity.
It's just what we've been taught. Don't put any backlight on it. You. So it's the colony.
See, the right, that's no. Yeah, go on now. Right, you're going in the right direction. You're going because I'm teaching y'all something here enough to understand something. Something that just in our mind when we say it is universally wrong. How could you do this and whatever? You hear what you just said? It is what we have been taught. So you go down the path now, because and I will give you, let me just kind of wind the window for you a little bit. Learning. Good and bad is learned. Good and bad is always culture dependent. Good and bad is always context dependent. It's not the activity by itself. Some activity, yeah.
No.
If somebody threw a pee pan, you'd be like, oh, no, that is really bad. Well, some people got to like that, but you know what I mean. But in general, people just don't say that is universally bad. But in general, with other things, it is what we have been taught. But you can elaborate on that a little bit?
Oh, I went to a school when I was younger where we had etiquette classes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just one of the things you don't do.
Right.
And what you asked the lady before about someone spitting in front of you, whether or not you've been kissing,
yeah,
that grosses me out completely.
Gross you down.
And when I'm walking down the street, if someone spit in front of me, I let them know you're rude.
No,
and
I'm talking about the person who for saliva they just in your mouth.
Doesn't matter. Say
It don't
excuse
matter.
me and let me take 2 steps ahead of you, and then you can do it.
Okay. So,
and I shouldn't even hear the talk.
Okay, so in one context, it's when you're kissing, it's okay for the person to put them saliva in your mouth. But when you're not kissing, it's not okay for the person to just spit out them saliva, the same saliva outside, right?
No, it's really a personal thing, and some people are really OCD about these things.
Right, no, right. No, we know what people are. I just ask you, but that's why you see the distinction.
I absolutely see it.
All
yes,
right.
I do.
All right.
Thank you, Raga. Have a good night.
All right, boo. Thank you for calling in. Love you.
I love you.
Right. Okay, next call. Give me our next caller. Hello. Greetings.
Greetings, my boss. Good night.
Yeah. No, we cannot hear the radio in our background. Please, don't do me that. You know that too, Yeah, go on, talk.
Yeah, my boss. You know, say scornful dog, nyam dirty pudding, Raga.
Scornful dog, nyam dirty pudding. Explain that Jamaican proverb.
Me and you drink out of one cup a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you come on my yard.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn the buckle of your head
right.
out of my fridge, Raga.
Right.
And you are telling me, say, me I go tell you that she when I drain.
Right, like say, yeah, you do something bad. What do you think? Isn't that shouldn't be something bad, don't?
No, sir, pass the juice, me drink some. Me, just go Burger King, go drink out of one cup too.
Right, okay. But what is it? But yeah, well, that is that argument to be made. But where this thing come from? Because I know you know. Well, in general, so there's this thing where we are raised with in Jamaica. Don't drink from the buckle straight, right? We raised with that in Jamaica. America, me comes to people do that in shock at first,
All right.
And shock at first, so I see people going at them fridge, them family, I see the mother, see the son drink from the buckle and nothing, and I'm like, oh, okay. I saw them do things up here. And to them, it's not nasty. We think it's nasty. And then when I think about it, but I say, but if it be nasty, it's our son. And our son now me start processing thing, and I say, so if you have met this thing, where you that fish, where you that kind of sus out?
What me that say about it? she come on my yard,
Mm-hmm.
if she grow up in a different way, she take a glass and drink. But if she don't grow up in that way, she turn the back of her head. But I me alone live on my yard.
Exactly. Because the person
Yeah,
making that
yeah.
point, yeah.
You understand?
And if and what you say, if that woman where you and her been a drink out of the same cup or eat out of the same thing on a kiss and whatever, you don't have a problem if she come at your yard. The first time she come at your yard, she open your fridge and take. I know say you live alone. Open your fridge and take out a bottle of juice in there and drink it her head. You don't have a problem with that.
No, sir. I was me just not too long done kiss her and everything. Baby drink and left the rest, yeah, man.
And then
I
suppose
Jamaica
you
did
go
it
on
a while.
woman yard now and she said that boy, you said no. Him just, him just nasty and rude. It's just disgusting. It's a huge, and she tell you that now. How you da feel about that?
Oh, me da feel, me da said me and I no just kiss a while ago, Raga. Then what the difference?
Then suppose she say you're butu.
I get on me bad and grow. I see me money put in her fridge, me I drink out that.
No, me I say if I know your money put in it, and be careful, because me I tell you see, when me I talk about right now, it's something very strong in a ghetto. I get to me born and grow. Me I tell you, say, my mother was big on that. We couldn't do that. You couldn't drink from the back up.
As a me I say, if she did brought up the right way, Raga, she'd have used a glass. If she don't brought up and she turn it her head and I me alone live on me yard, that's all right.
All right, well on. What me I say? Me, my mother, I have a brother and a sister, but me and my sister grew, no mother, right? Me, my mother, and my sister grew. The three away. Let just agree on an hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
Three away stand up in front of our fridge. And we are drink from the same container, and it's not a problem. And we pass it round to each other. The minute one of we open the fridge and take out a container, and the container where we are drinking from, we are put it to our head. The whole of we are drinking from it, right straight. We are turn it to our head. The minute
Round
one of we
and round
open,
and round.
yeah, round and round. The minute, this is the thing, this is the thing. And when the context change, but how the context change, you open a fridge, the fridge, where we stand up in front of, take out a bottle of juice and one would turn, and right away, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you?
No, sir. Only if I want to there, we get cup and we throw it out. Enough to pass round, so.
No,
But
what you mean?
We grow up.
What you mean?
Grow up.
No, hold on. What I'm saying, you are saying nothing wrong if you just pass around a container, a cup, and all three people
Yeah.
drink from the cup, I want to relate it, I want to there, or whatever, right? Right?
Yeah.
Or two people. And then you put on that cup there, you take out a bottle out of the fridge right away. And you drink from the bottle and you like give the other person. And then the person said, no, you're rude. Or if you just take out the bottle out of the fridge and drink from the bottle. And only the two are not drink one thing. That makes sense to you?
No, that don't make no sense. Me and her alone there. And me I give her some and she don't want it. No, sir. And she just don't kiss me. That not right.
If
She
I'm
drink for me and me for drink for she.
If a mother not have no problem, if a mother and her son, say her father, a mother and her son live and whatever, and she not have no problem, her picnic. She not have no problem if, some mother them when them suck out them baby nose knots. It's like there is no boundary with them, I know them not do them something they're foreign, but them do that at Jamaica. And thing and whatever. She not have no problem and thing. And then the mother go turn around and say to the son, oh, she not scan or whatever. No, don't take the back out of the and him and her alone live. That makes sense?
No, sir. That can't make sense, Raga. Let me tell you something, Raga.
Yeah.
She draw out coal out her field nose.
When him a pick baby, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She turn the back of her head, make him see.
Yeah.
You
No.
go do it too.
No. Let's be
Number
clear.
one.
No. The mothers them not do that. No. Mothers not do that. I can't tell you that. Jamaican mothers them not do that. Just to be specific, but go on, yeah? Yeah. The other point.
You understand?
Yeah.
When you check the levels now, teach the picnic from a cup. That means if the girl come off here, she gonna ask for a cup. If you and her just don't kiss her, what? But we know we spoil. Give me a 2-liter Pepsi, the group, and put it back in the fridge.
Well, me see where I say, President say we have to take a break. There is this thing, though. You see, one of the points I want to make, there is this thing that we have learned. And by the way, It's from Britain. It's from a British background. I hear something. I hear the thing in that background. Like, it's from a British background that we have learned that there is something cultural about the minute you open that fridge where the whole dynamic change. And the logic, it's not a general logic. It's a cultural logic. And failure to understand that distinction can lead to acrimony between you and your partner and the other people involved. But anyway, big up yourself. You hear me, General? Oh, we lost the caller. All right, we're going to hold a break. We're soon forward.
It's the Bridge 99 FM.
How you deal with?
Gonna leave.
The Electoral Office of Jamaica will start distributing new voter ID cards on October 11, 2021. New cards will be distributed from Mondays to Thursdays 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Fridays 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. in alphabetical order of electors' surname as follows. Mondays A to E, Tuesdays F to K, Wednesdays L to P, Thursdays Q to T, Fridays U to Z. To find your pickup location, visit our website at ecj.com.jm/query, call 888-991-VOTE, or follow us on social media at EC Jamaica.
Who shops at Creative Building Finishes? You, the homeowner who creates luxurious spaces with our floor and wall tiles. Contractor and builder who are convinced that our ceramic tiles are right for the job. The architect and designer who make dreams come true with our wood look and porcelain tiles. Superior customer service, knowledgeable staff, inviting showroom, and you get where this is going, right? Shop 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get Creative Building Finishes.
To promote and practice transparency, integrity, and efficiency. To protect and advance stakeholders' welfare. Jamaica Stock Exchange. JSC for you and me. Business owners, investors, get on board. Benefit by listing and investing. Jamaica Stock Exchange. Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Yes, when music hit you, feel no pain. Reggae music, nice, man.
That's right, you'll be skanking sweets all Saturday morning, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. with none other than the iconic Jack Scorpio with Black Scorpio right here in the building as he takes you on a historical journey of our music from ska, rocksteady, dancehall of course, and reggae.
Hey, ring the alarm. Hey, whoa.
You heard right. It's Juiceland Rock on the Bridge with the Jack Scorpio this and every Saturday right here
on the Bridge. Remember, www.thebridge99fm.com. The bridge to the world. Jack Scorpio said that.
Check. Become the hero on the scene by taking the COVID vaccine. Get vaccinated as soon as you get all the facts. Don't listen to the rumors. This vaccine might just make it possible for teachers to sit face to face with schoolers. This vaccine make it safer for everybody, from the young to the elderly. Don't you want to go back to living normally when things were more orderly? And if you want to live a long good life, then we all have to do what's right. So let's get vaccinated along with the heroes on the front line.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Yo, this is Usain Bolt, isn't it? And you listen to Bridge 99 FM. Remember that, out here, bad music.
Just a kid from the country, living the dream. Just a kid from the country, pushing the wheel. Just a kid.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Back in business, hunting. Ragashanti live in your ears, right? It's up on the Bridge 99 FM. Big up yourself, Bridge Nation. And me and Mr. Wash Belly, my mama last picnic. Mad something. Yeah, would they a juggle with an issue? And just so you know, this issue of broader applications. but we're using this issue, and we have the opportunity to reason inductively, about it. That is from the specific to the general, and but right now, make we just stay with the specific for a little bit more. And again, the question is, if you have a partner, if you live alone and you have a partner, and that partner has never been to your home, but you have dated extensively, and while dating and interacting, you have both reached that point where it's pretty much nothing is out of bounds for for both of you, from the other, right? You drink from the same cup all the time, you eat from the same plate all the time, and think regular thing that you kiss up, nuff. Then you bring your partner to your home for the first time, and they went in your fridge, took out a bottle of your juice, uncorked it, and put the juice right to them head. And partly because them know is you alone live, and because the person is of the understanding that you and them depend on a level already. Obviously, they can drink. Them can just go in your fridge, take out a bottle, and drink straight from the bottle. Would that be a deal breaker? Would that be something bad? How awful would it be? And if so, explain. Good night, caller. Hello.
Good night, brother.
Greetings.
Respect to her.
Yeah, man.
That is a big red flag for me.
A big red flag for you. Why? Explain.
Number one, me come and me carry a woman in my house. Allow me to enter to a glass of drinks.
You bring a woman to your house, she must allow you to what?
Welcome her with a glass of drinks.
Welcome her with a glass of drink.
Exactly.
All right. What if you welcome her with a glass of drink, but then having been already so comfortable with you, and so after that after you all done get her a drink, and she feel like, say, I'm look if him have any other drink in there, because a ginger beer where him give me kind of, I'm a truth, she go in there and she go see a grape juice or your pineapple juice in one bottle, and she drink it from the bottle. You already welcome her with a juice, but as far as she's concerned, you're a man and no cool and whatever, and she can't do that.
All right. You know what the point of my little?
What?
Me and she come now. I'm going to come with a glass of drink. Suppose and in the middle of the relationship, my mother come there and see she do that.
Wow.
My mother come there and see she do something like that. No, you know what? You know the option from there, sir.
No. Explain. Why would that be something? No, this is. I love what you just brought up, because you bring a dimension to the thing where really they are the crux of the issue, in terms of how, there's some things in that manners are culturally defined. And, failure to understand the trajectory, like when it changed, when you're supposed to change. And not because you do this means that you can't do this and them something there. So you just brought in an interesting dimension here. So does it matter? Does it matter to you? Why should it matter if your mother come and see the woman who you're there with a drink from the bottle in your house? Why should it matter to you? Why that must matter to you? Why your mother's opinion matter to you, sir?
Yeah, because my mother I got have an issue and said that is not how she brought it up. You don't say get to already. You know get to already.
Right.
And my mother I got to say this is not the way she brought us up. Number one, you have a drinks, you share it accordingly. Let that person get it.
But is it that then the opportunity for you to say, oh mom, I live alone, me and her drink out of the same glass all the while, we do it all the while, we eat out of the same thing all the while and things like that. I don't think she will go someplace else. The only reason she do it is because me and her are there and things like that. That's why she do. Is it not an opportunity for you to explain that to your mom? Or yes. Would it still be wrong what she do,
No, because me come, I mean my fault is, and if my mother come at the house and say that, me know say it's a floor, if it's a floor, me I get this so.
Oh.
Bigger straight.
So your mother's opinion, corresponding to how your mother raised you in that instance, would be very, very important with respect to how you're viewing this woman who you're there with and love her, everything like that. That would be very important for you, right?
Thank you very much. Because the whole point about it is this, I'm not putting my mother over she,
Right.
I'm putting my mother over she, but if my mother come and my mother is supposed to take a party at the drink store.
Yeah.
My mother supposed to take a party for
No, yeah, and we
my mother.
established that because that is a good point that that the first caller, which I think is Karen, raised. And
Yeah, I
you know,
was it. I was it.
right, yeah, that's a good, but I know you may think of you. That's why I emphasize the things that the person live alone, right? Because we just want to focus on what makes it rude. Because if you really think about it, it's not the drinking from the container that makes it rude, it's the context.
No.
It's the context.
The way how she operated it.
The way how she operate, the O's are different, right? So basically, I say, may you drink from the cup and whatever. That is a different context. When you drink over here, so anything in a fridge, what is going on there with the fridge? What is going on there with the fridge? Why the fridge? What is the significance of the fridge? That once you go in the fridge, like the dynamics change. Explain that.
All right, you see the fridge now? Oh, we go at we go. We never have a fridge in our time. You know that because me and discussing that years ago. Me want to discuss that.
Right.
And we have a look at igloo.
Right.
I don't say have a look at igloo.
Yeah.
You cut here come. If Mass George come from outer road with a foreign brother here.
Yeah.
Number one, a glass take out, chip a piece of ice with a cleaner and extract some juice out in the glass and welcome it to him. You understand?
So fridge is a big hold on, so fridge is a big deal then.
Exactly.
Oh, so perhaps the reason why I've gone to other places and I see them just do this communal thing with them fridge and it's no problem to them and thing like that. Perhaps to them fridge is like nothing. It's not as big a deal to them as it is with we, right? Is that it?
The previous.
No, you never answer me. Is it?
Yes, I answer yes.
Oh, you're saying yes. That like fridge. Okay. So we're frightened for fridge then.
No. Oh, sorry. I never get the statement. No, we don't have friends for fridge. We don't have friends for fridge. I don't go back from before. So we in back.
No, but why them other people that relate to fit the things in a friend fridge like this communal thing and it's no problem to them?
Respect. The way how you grow.
The way how you grow. Okay.
We go back to the previous caller. Them. The way how you grow. When we grow, we say dance yard before we go abroad.
Yeah, dance a yard before you go abroad. Yeah.
Because me used to laugh after my grandmother when my grandmother said dance. I said, what up, me can't dance? And since we come a adult now, me I understand the whole procedure. When they don't understand, it's different from when they understand. That is a big extra, brother.
All right then, thank you. Where you calling from? We here. You know, so them educate me. I make me know so those sounds that me hear in the background, them I frag. All this time I think of some insect and I frag that. Yeah. The quick, that sound.
Time this is a nationwide of a new star.
No, me get done what year. All these years in a big ass chain, man. I thought it was like some cute little insect or so, and them I said, no, I frag, I make them sound them.
You want to call it from?
Where you calling from?
Call it from a place in Arkansas. We're above rocks.
Above rocks and thing. We up in the hills part, that thing.
Arkansas, to be exact.
Right, at St. Andrew there. At the country part.
No. Arkansas.
Where Arkansas?
When you come back walk, and turn at the top school and come straight up.
Oh, St. Catherine. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, when you come bad walk and take a left, go up, right?
When you come back at the school.
Say you come from Ochi side and you take a left and go up, right?
Yeah.
And you can go up this and come on back on Red Hills Road, right? Come down Red Hills, right?
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Right.
No respect,
yes, man. Blessings, man.
Principle.
All right. Principle is principle, but principle is always cultural. Yeah. All right. Blessings, man. Cool. Mm-hmm. People, what's going on here now? There's a lot of things, people, that we learn that are very British. But we were not explicitly taught that this thing that you're doing is British. We just grew up and learned them. Right? And we have internalized them and we have made them permanent inside us to the point where they become second nature. And things that are second nature to anything that is second nature to any human being, to them is natural. The problem is when something becomes second, when you learn something, you know. So if you learn something, what you learn very often mean that that is not the same thing elsewhere. Once you learn something, if I learn, you learn it, it very often means it's not the same elsewhere. So then you learn something and you practice it over and over again, it becomes entrenched, deeply embedded in you, to the point where it's automatic. It's in your unconscious now. And when something is in your unconscious, it's natural. It's just, that is what you hear me use the term organic all the time. It's just natural. You don't even have to think about it. It's just automatically acceptable, or it's automatically rude. And then what happens is that you're getting problems now when this thing that is so natural to you, so natural that you think anybody's supposed to know this. You don't even have to think about what I'm supposed to know. If somebody violate or breach that natural order, right away you know that they did something wrong. And how you get in that zone now where you push your mind, to say, well, I still think it's rude, but it's rude because of what I learned from my culture. It's rude because my culture is significantly infused with British culture. Because people, somehow want to know this, want to just not think about it now. A lot of other places, everything is communal, A lot of other countries, one big food come up and all, people put them on in it, everybody eat from it, and that is their natural order. So if somebody grew up in a communal type of thing where them something that is just normal to them, you have people just grew up in some setting where once there's a relationship established between the parties, everything becomes communal to the point where it's a sign of respect. Next call, Prezi. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Greetings. Hold on. You about some nice back of you there, yeah? Just move away from it. Yes.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, man, good night, yeah.
Yeah, happy New Year to both to your family and friends.
All right, blessings.
Yeah, the first time caller.
All right, blessings.
Yeah.
So what you saying?
Well, I don't agree with that. When you drink from the cup and give it to somebody else, I don't agree with that. You give them a different glass to drink out of. First, when they have visitor, whether your baby mother, your girlfriend, or your friend, give them a different glass, because remember, so I visit your house. I don't like say you live in with them. When you live in with them, that's different.
No, but if your baby mother, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend who not drink from the same cup all the while because you're not there and whatever, why should it matter when them come to your house?
Well, and remember, so them that live there now, them is just a visitor there. If them they live there with you, it would be a problem.
So hold on. So even though somebody may have a baby mother or a baby father or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, when them not live there and them come there, they are still considered a visitor. A visitor should be treated as such. You sure?
Yeah.
Hold on. You there with somebody, you and somebody there, and you and them not live and whatever. And when them come at your house, them is a visitor.
Yeah, but I remember some years I live in you're a visitor to my house.
Wow.
Worse if I don't even my house. Suppose I'm a mom's house.
Well, no. I'm just assuming that at your place, right? Whether your house or you rent it or whatever. Yeah, so if you're a man there and whatever, this and that, and not drink out, when him come there, him is a visitor because him don't live there. And visitors are treated differently from people who live into a particular domicile. That is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, that is. All right, explain this to me. If you are drink a juice and you put on the juice on the table, and your boyfriend come and him go say, boom, man, and drink some of the juice and put it down on the table. Right?
No, that's not correct.
Wait, that's wrong too?
Yeah, that's wrong. Very wrong. You should ask before you go ahead and drink it.
Oh. If you do a restaurant and if your boyfriend carry a restaurant and him order food and you order food and you eat food and then him lean over and eat out some of your food first, is that cool?
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Why that cool but the juice part not cool?
Okay, remember say yes, you know, maybe then can throw something in the drinks when you turn your back, you don't know.
No, we're not over this one. What I'm saying is, this is your boyfriend. This is we're not dead so. Me just I say, we're not talking about safety thing or whatever. We're talking about manners and what is rude and what is, you know, probably disgusting or whatever. So we're not talking about anybody poison anything. I'm saying, why is it you just say if the two are in the restaurant or on the order food and your boyfriend lean over and eat out of your plate first before him eat out and do him ask you. You said nothing wrong with that, correct?
That's correct.
All right, but so why something wrong if you are drink a juice and you put on the juice on the table, but then him drink out some of the juice and thing? You said that is not right. Why?
That is not right. Him should have asked.
So why him shouldn't have to ask when him lean over and eat out your food out a thing at the restaurant? All right, well, let me ask you a different way. You're at a restaurant and you have a drink, right? And you have your plate of food. Him have him plate of food and a drink. And then him lean over and him drink some of your juice and ask. Is that okay?
Not 100%. I will feel a way in myself, yes.
But why you don't feel away with the juice, but you don't feel away with the food?
Well, and maybe I would have feel away, honestly.
Okay, all right.
The food is different from the juice. Suppose him purchase a juice from who I love that much.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your input, Auntie. Thank you for your input. It's interesting. All right. Thanks a lot. Where are you calling from?
Calling from the Grand Spain area.
Grand Spain. Big up, you know. I'm a place that, you know, man. Big up Grand Spain, all right? Love and blessing, man. Grand Spain shot with the whole works. Drum blare and thing. When I don't know. Barbican and thing. All right. Okay, give me our next caller. Prezi, send on. Hello.
Hey, Rod, what's up?
Well, I'm there. I give thanks, you know, what I'm going with you.
Happy New Year to you, my bro.
And the same to you. What you say?
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Yeah. You know, so you know,
and this is the cancerless cigarette, right?
Yeah. Wait, you say what?
I said this is a cancerless cigarette.
The cancerless cigarette. What?
Yeah,
Mataran get cancer too. All cigarette get cancer. You out of that food you take off.
No, that one I don't get on. Because that one you know puff.
That one you know what?
You know puff that one here.
You know puff that one.
You know puff that one here. No.
Yeah.
No pussy.
No, yeah. Oh, so when people put your cigarette, when man put your cigarette in their mouth, them have nothing to fear, dog. Them don't. Tambourine. Mataran boo boo wagwan.
Oh, Raga, bless up to your listeners then, right across the world, in which part them there.
Rap.
Yeah, man.
What say you, my learned colleague?
Everybody are waiting for the thing, the Raga, but guess what I go on here, so. You see, sometimes, Raga, you grow a particular way.
Yeah.
Worse than you grow around, like, grandparents, and if your parents are some older, you know, set of people when them have you, say them in them 40 when them have you, they kind of instill a certain principle, I would call it principle in you.
Right.
And when you grow up, it's kind of hard for you to sever yourself, separate yourself from that they have instilled in you, because you. Oh, God. Same thing.
Big up Aisha Bling. Big up Aisha Bling. Big up Aisha Bling. Big up my general Aisha Bling.
Yeah, yeah. Because, Raga, I grew up with my grandmother, you see? And I can tell you this. Everybody have a cup. And me tell you, first time a man chance that with me, honestly, it's like, me no want to drink the juice, but because it was a Valentine Day thing, I didn't want to dump it out.
Well on. The first time a man do what with it, tell us what happened.
So, for instance, I went somewhere. I was
on
invited
Valentine Day, right?
Yes.
All right.
And at the time, you know, you're pretty much young, like in your 80. Yeah, right. I was 18 then.
Right.
And then I met this guy who worked at a bank, and he came, and we were sitting down, but he came a little bit late. And then he dunked some of the drink from my glass.
Mm-hmm.
And no,
well, your bank man where you date, on Valentine's Day, and him come, and when him come, him drink some of your juice from your glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right away, that was like red flag and like a bit of an anxiety
Yes.
rush. Why?
Yes.
Why? Do you know why?
But for one, rule number one, you date the person, you don't really get to know the person all that yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
okay.
So at the time, I think it was a bit too quick.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And then again, there was person sitting down there, and you just come and you just start drink. You understand? To me, I never
but well,
like,
at that point, you and him did that. You did have it on a date.
No, we a date, we a chat up.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But as I said, there are certain core principles when you come on to the fridge. I was taught that your fridge is a private space. It's like your bedroom.
See it there.
Me not like nobody just open up my fridge, so no.
See it there.
Me the want if you just open up something and make it stand on the veranda.
No, but even if you not dip on the veranda, that is part of the equation in terms of understanding what is going on here. Because what happens in all cultures, we place meanings on different things. And in different culture, different meanings are applied to the same thing. And some of these things we don't think about. We just grew up with them and we just navigate them and negotiate them as best we can. But fridge, to the point that was made earlier, that is a part of what is going on here, in terms of what type of space should we view the fridge. And just so people know, it's not this. So when me come here, when me come America years ago, obviously, me notice visitor come and sit on people's bed. We no grow so.
All right, hold on,
when me grow, you don't do that. You don't sit on people's bed. And when me come and find people, people come in and it's a communal thing. Anybody, you call your friend, them come, them sit on your bed and this and that, and them. And when you don't sit up on somebody's bed, it's like a huge.
Just when people live in the room and drop down in them city raga as so many grow.
Even so,
you don't do that.
You don't do them something they don't.
No.
But you said it.
Hold on. Just walk and just go in a person's house without you being invited in.
You don't pass the living room. You don't pass the living room. Anybody pass the living room and think I want them rude. If them all get up and go look for bathroom and ask you, them rude. You understand?
True. And then people judge the type of person who you are by you doing that.
Exactly. What you just say is important. People judge you and then make conclusions about you based on if you breach some of those cultural rules. The point I'm making, though, is that most people don't do what me have not do right. I say, but wait, what are the different cultural meanings we place on fridge and bed or whatever? Mm-hmm. People just know what them grew up with. And if you breach it, I want him do a while ago, I wish you do a while ago, Ray, you know them type of something there?
Yeah. Because if my brother took a woman to the house, and my grandmother witnessed that woman do that, probably my grandmother gonna say it in front of the woman, but after she left, then she would say to my brother, no, that is not the right girl, because you wasn't grown that way.
And that's how we raise the auntie. She not a manners, man. She not the old school talk, she not a brought up, see.
You know, brought up, see. Yes, man.
Well, Mataran, let me take some other call here. Let me take some other call. But good for hear your voice, though. I'm glad you not come out of the woodwork and think, I wonder why. I'm tell you what, dear. If you're gone down in a crab hole, if crab jar you down in a hole with them claw.
No. Me not gonna know.
All right, boo. Bless up yourself here.
Bless up yourself, Raga. bless up.
Love and respect, man. Cool. Next call, Prezi. Send on. Hello.
Raga.
Yes, Professor.
A two-person me I hear, you know. Hello?
Yes, Professor.
Well on.
Professor, good evening.
Well on. Do. Prezi. Make putus. I'm gonna bring you on right after the other person I call upon credit from Jamaica. All right. I'm bring in putus after, but bring in what's your name there from Jamaica with her. Yeah. Hello?
Raga.
Yeah, man. See them almost make you have to wait back and putus and thing or whatever and go run out your credit. I'm defend you.
See your friend go send me a phone caller when my credit done.
When your credit done. Talk to me, boo. Talk to me. Yeah.
Anyway, Ragashanti, that is a red flag.
Why?
Me not lie, a matter and say it all. Only we me don't have no problem with that. She come at the house and just go in the fridge and put the back of her head. I mean, have nobody a come round me. I must only she alone a come round me.
All right, well on. For it to be a red flag, do you understand that it means that it's something that you learn, right?
Yes.
All right then. And do you understand that most of the things that you learn when we say this is the right way to do it, which is mean it's a non-communal thing. It's like it's a sacred space where, a fairly sacred space where you're not supposed to just go in. You know that's primarily a British thing, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
All right then. Given that you understand that and thing, like why you think that way, because your thinking is based on a principle from a particular culture that is associated with our colonial background, and in this case, Britain. Now that you know that, is it still a big red flag for you?
As well, Mr. Ragashanti, you see, for me and the person alone, nobody now come visit we. Also, that is not a problem. But as long as we have people come over and them things, it's a big deal. Right now, Ragashanti, everybody at my place have one a cup and glass and plate and fork.
Why the whole have no own this and that when the whole live together on our family, everybody? Why don't have no own something?
Raga, so we grew up and we are picnic. You have your little red plate. That one you having little green plate. You understand me? That one they having little blue plate. That's how we grew up. So right now, more time I post food, Ragashanti, and people could all say one plate she have. Because of my plate.
All right, let me ask you a quick question before we take another call. Rihanna, you know that Barbados made Rihanna a national hero recently, right?
Yeah.
And when Rihanna get the award and thing, Rihanna go collect the award in a nice long dress, but sleeveless. You see her shoulder and everything or whatever, right? You know about that, right?
Yeah.
I understand that Fia Ellington came out and she invoked a negative about Rihanna with respect to her attire and said that Rihanna was inappropriately dressed. Right? You not see the dress, but Prezi, see if you can find a picture of the dress that Rihanna have on. I'm going to post it in a pan Facebook.
You never see.
But you never see. But just imagine a long dress, right? Long dress and things. So, but the shoulder out and whatever. You think that was inappropriate for Rihanna?
Me never see dress.
You never see it.
Me hear people talk about it and them something, but me never see it, so me can't really.
It's same one, Prezi. See if you can copy it. It's a put save link. You know what for doing them something like that? Okay, Prezi, I go do it. Auntie. And
that's what me I said. Drinking from the fridge, just like that, and nastiness. If me and my man go, that different to how we are sit from a glass or a sip and from the same back. I mean, I see no problem with that.
Right.
How we all to have fun.
Right.
But
And where she just a come at the yard, Ragashanti, and bust fridge, going, and not, instead of she throwing one glass.
But you see, that is another point we need. And because once you start identify these, shall we say, these cultural transgressions, then you begin to understand the thing better. Because in truth, you know, another rule is put the drink aside. Another rule is what we learn from, and again, this comes from our British background and thing or whatever. Don't care how good we are to the point where we are informal. There actually is a rule that no care how good we are, when you come in at my house, particularly the first time, you're not supposed to open the fridge, period.
Exactly.
That is what is learned. Now, me, I tell you, me as somebody now can think that out. And me at a stage where I'm dating somebody and she come on my, and me and her, and she come on my, she open the fridge any damn time she want. She drink what she want. Why me I date you and rate you if you can't free up around me them way? But that is just my opinion. You understand? So, me in one restaurant and me hear people attack and whatever, Jamaicans attack, and I saw me get my content and material, and I saw me pick up one little mix up from somebody, whatever. That's why I come and talk to them about it. But me understand where I go on from a cross-cultural perspective, right? In terms of the intersectionality of two different cultural spaces. Me understand them something then. And me can break it down, and me can see where me believe something when me think is automatic and is universal and thing. And me have the discipline now to say, yo, let go that something there and stop think say everybody's like that, right? So me know to train myself in that and thing. But you just imagine how many people are going every day and them just know this to be true. This is the way you do this. This is the way it's supposed to do. You can't bring people at your house and right away them go open your fridge. You can't bring people them open your fridge and go take out something and whatever. This. Yeah, me and her there, me and him there. But him shouldn't do that. Him should have asked me because him just come and first time and the rule is this and the rule is that and whatever. And him shouldn't drink it from him head and whatever. These are people who them all have sex with and whatever, this and that. You know, you have some people still so, you know, and them still have rules where you must follow.
Exactly. And Raga, you and Mataran say it all with the bed thing.
Yeah.
Me go amongst one old lady and she say anytime you go in a bed or when you go sleep, people not sit down on bed, you sit down on chair. Visitor come, enough visitor come and then can't pass the veranda. But let's go in a living room.
No, but you see another point they make too, you know, where the truth is some of these things, based on our humble background and frankly our poor background, the truth is some of these things are bigger than we, you know. That some of these things are, we place a big deal. Listen, remember, you know, me and you come out of a society where it probably has changed now, but people will buy dining room set, you know, and living room set, and you know, for use them at all. Only on Christmas and Good Friday. Right? People buy
foolishness.
No, then you know see them people who them buy table and chair and whatever. You have them people who set. You have plate and things set permanently around there. And it is there for a decorative purpose. Right? Not only aesthetic and decorative, but what it also does is it indicates, it's a symbol of, say you go somewhere in a life, right? Say you have ambition and once you have to understand all them other dynamics they in play, right? You know, in terms of the rule. You go to somebody else's house who them don't give a damn about the table and whatever. It could have expensive looking more, coming like nothing to them. Fridge, nothing to them. Whatever juice, nothing to them. And them things that don't matter to them. Me I tell you, I'm gonna ask him going at people up here, and everybody just come. I'll pick the come in with him, you know, the son come in with him friend. Mom, meet Joe, meet Ben, whatever. Are you guys hungry? You know, meet Ben or whatever. And then, okay, fine, I meet them and thing. And the one of them just go to the fridge and say, let's see what's in the fridge. And them go in the fridge and everybody take out what them want. And it's like nothing. Nothing. Anyway, big up yourself. I'm going to talk to them about the Rihanna dress.
Yes, my love. Go and do your thing.
Real Jamaican, you know. Yes, my love. We love when we say. People, look on that dress there where Rihanna have on. The president put it up there on Facebook in the group, right? That is a dress for Rihanna wear. Right? Some people have problem with it. Them say Rihanna dress inappropriate. So imagine, the lady now, I get an award. She get an award now. She's becoming a national hero of our country, which is so unprecedented in so many ways, A young lady like that and thing and whatever, and where she has come from and how she has grown and thing, and, she's like, a tycoon. No. Very intelligent, very bright, just a wonderful ambassador for the Caribbean, for her country and the Caribbean, and she get a national award. She's in a country that is a tropical country, a hot country, or whatever. Even though she's getting a national award, she was still a pop star. Now, let me just point out that one of the things where them did have problem with is our nipple. President, is there any way? Well, I don't want to really go emphasize that but just know that, if you can give them a version of that. So what my problem was the skin we show at the top and our nipple. And them say it was inappropriate. And from what I heard and some things I read, them say me say some headline where say Fear Ellington have a problem with Rihanna just. Now knowing Fear and knowing how media work, I know people would have isolated the negative where she identified. But knowing Fear, I would think that she would have said some, usually when people are got done you in a nice way, them say some nice things first. When I have no problem, I just want to commend Rihanna, wonderful person and thing, brilliant young lady, and she's accomplished a lot. We have a lot to be proud of and thing. But I think perhaps she could have worn something a little bit different and thing, or perhaps she could a nice dress, but she could have covered her shoulder a little bit. And it wouldn't take much effort from her not to have her nipples protruding like that. Now, people, there's so many possible variables there. It may mean that Rihanna did all put on the dress and the dress did fine, but people sometimes women stand up and breeze take them and the nipple just stiff up and thing. You know what I say, President? Whatever. Well, at the same time, it might be the case also that Rihanna put on that and the nipple is nothing to her, but somebody else is something. You understand what I say, President, right? Sometimes women complain about that all the time. Them dress a certain way where them feel good about and them feel nice about. But man see it and just start think sex and start think porn and whatever. And the woman them complain all the way. I'm so not there, and that's so disgusting. I like my skirt. I love what sit on upon me. I like this or that. I want to. So who for tell if Rihanna don't even do this? Now, me never think is anything for Fear Ellington or whoever it is be so negative about. But again, what we have to understand here, what makes it negative? Once you start, for workout, what makes it negative? Then you have to start thinking about the Jamaican cultural scene. Once you think about the Jamaican cultural scene, you have to think about and be reminded that we're a post-colonial society. Post mean after. When it's a post-colonial, it means we were a colonial society. We get to independence, but we're post-colonial. So the term means that, attributes from our colonial, when we were a colonial society, still exist in the post-colonial label. And then you go back to the British something there now. Fulfill them legacy. When them British women they from way back in the day, when them used to wear some big old clothes. President ever see them clothes that them women they wear? When them put it on them all, if you have 10 servants, I tie up this and that and wire, and one heap of something and thing, and for cover up this and that and whatever. So they were this whole thing with the woman them, and thing you have this gender element for control woman and thing. So this whole thing when them women are wear them one bag or something and thing, and at the same time the hypocrisy was there, where nobody no freaky and scandalous than them. People want to read the book Dangerous Liaisons. I watched the movie. The movie was brilliantly made and brilliantly acted and thing John Malkovich, Glenn Close and them or whatever. And you see that hypocrisy and thing, right? So this is where when you hear Fear Ellington, I say That is inappropriate. The inappropriate is culturally defined based on an ethos of a British sensibility. You understand what I say? And you have this constant contestation in a Jamaica, even to this day, in a Jamaica, in the Caribbean, and in post-colonial society, between non-European ways of being, where people are more comfortable with their body, where people, let's be frank, you have people who think it's a bad thing now when them look upon ethnic groups in Africa and the woman them now wear Brazil and whatever. I want to start apply on the European sensibilities and on the British sensibilities to it, and I want to see the woman them, I want to see the breast them, I want to just start thinking about all kind of freaky things and why them expose themselves to and thing in your ignorance, not knowing that to them it's nothing. It's a you, it's a big deal. To them it's nothing. And you have to push yourself to understand that and stop get so caught up in what you learned to be the right thing. That you turn around and judge people and put down people and whatever. Now, sometimes it's not as simple as that, I understand. As in the case, if you have a date and the date come and them take out the back like what, and go drink it and them. So sometimes some sort of negotiation have to go on and some variables have to take in consideration. How long you and the person they're together, do you have live with other people? Some of you have identified some of those, and those are important because every case turns upon its particular set of facts. But we just want to appreciate the larger context there. We are defined some of where we are doing and judge people and put them down. Problems in our relationship, what is appropriate and what is inappropriate and all these things. I don't see anything wrong with Rihanna dress. Me no see Rihanna nipple and it bother me. But me know say it go bother some old school people who still believe, no, this supposed to over your knee, and you're not supposed to come church with any dress where above your knee, and it hug you too much, and the color them too bright, and too much skin and shoe and all them something there. That is what is going on here with the Rihanna thing, you know. Similarly with the buckle, I drink the buckle from the fridge. Give me an next call. Hello. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Putus, what you say?
Yes, Raga.
Yeah.
Raga, me just see the principle in that. Because when you go in our fridge and you put a buckle on your head,
yeah,
it's a no-no.
Right.
You have to grow up with them system. My mother and father have to teach me that. Me supposed to know that it is not right. Get a glass and pour out where you want. Don't drink and put it back in there. If you drink it,
okay.
if you drink it, what me tell you drink it, just keep it.
Hold on.
Don't put it back in my fridge.
All right. Before we even, let me don't even never ask you if you know the source of why it is wrong. We're not going to say. But let me just ask you something then. So if you say that is a no-no, right? So if you live alone, right, and you date somebody, and you drink some juice out of your McDonald's thing or your whatever, and you and her there, and she take up a juice and drink some of it too, right? Something wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong with that. That's a different,
okay, so that is a different thing. But if the same person now, who open your fridge, go in your fridge, take up a bottle of juice, knowing full well that you alone live there, you alone live there, but go take up a bottle of juice and then drink from the bottle and think that is wrong.
You know why it is wrong?
No. Oh, you're saying it is wrong. Okay, why it is wrong?
It is wrong?
Why?
Because me alone live, right?
Yeah.
And she visit me. But me have other people that visit me.
No. Me just say, no, we already acknowledge a part there, about the other people part. I don't think anybody would argue with that, say. Don't feel at liberty to go drink out of something where other people could be drinking up. I'm just asking the question. If it is a case where it's only the two people drinking out of it, would it still be rude?
Yeah, because I don't like it.
Why you not like it?
Not like it.
Why you not like it?
I think it is gross for you to just open a fridge
and
open a bottle and put it to your head. I think it is gross.
Even if the same person, even if you don't have no problem, if the same
He
person
never
drink some of your
the same
soda
person,
outside.
Just don't drink out of the McDonald's
Right,
cup.
okay.
You never the same person that drink out of the McDonald's cup.
And the reason,
I my house.
and what you just
I
identified,
open my fridge.
right?
I pour the juice to her head.
Yeah.
I drink it, and I'm gonna put it back.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But and what you're saying is
If I
what
don't embarrass
hold on.
her,
And what you're saying, what makes it rude is actually opening the fridge, going in the fridge, taking up the bottle out of the fridge and turning it to your head. That make it rude.
No, she can't open the fridge and take it out. But get a glass and pour it out. I think it look very niggerish.
Hold on. So
very niggerish.
Very what?
Niggerish.
Putus.
She need to have some kind of
Putus.
Some kind of way name to her.
Putus. If you don't mind me share something with you. That niggerish thing there, you know where that come from, right? I know it's very common in traditional Jamaica, but just so you know, when you say very niggerish, as in very bad, just so you know, it's one of those terms, like you basically say it's very black. Yeah, just so you know. It's related to Negro. All right?
Yeah, but I don't really like to put it that way there.
Right, no, but I'm just letting you know. Me just make you know, at the same thing where we said about dirty old nigga, you know? Me just make you know, so them look at terms there, I just say them something that come from. But we're not going to stay upon it and thing or whatever. But you basically I say that's wrong, if you go put it on edge, if you throw it in or something.
Exactly.
All right.
Raga, may I tell you why me love pour my drink to you? You know why me love pour it?
Why?
I put it in a clear glass.
Yeah, because if something in there, there.
Pour it. You will see it.
Yeah, no, me elders grew up and tell me that said never you drink something from a bottle straight. But you have those are other issues, which is these are safety issues. We just did that talk about manners and things. But those, when we grew up, my people them say, no care guineas or what, them say something with the at the top. We always chew off a little bit anytime we get guineas or we buy liquor, we chew off a little bit. I mean, the practice came from giving some to the ancestors, that soak some in the ground, our ancestors. But there was also a safety element to it where if something there at the top or whatever, you have to swallow it.
You have to see something come out, right?
Right, you have to see it. You're right, Auntie. All right, Putus, big up yourself, Papa, all right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, love
guidance and protection.
Protection, my general.
Yeah.
And President said we have to take a little break. Oh, by the way, while we're in the break, people, while we're in the break, if you're listening right now, please, I'm asking you to go over to my 2 YouTube channels and subscribe. Click the subscription button on my 2 YouTube channels. One is called Tam Fam TV. So while we're on the break, you can do that. One is called Tam Fam TV. That is an educational entertainment channel. And one is called Ragashanti TV. That is a mix-up entertainment channel. I'm asking you for your support for go over there right now and just subscribe to both of them. Again, subscribe to Tam Fam TV, TAMFAM TV, especially that one there. I need to build up that one there. Again, Tam Fam TV. Do it right now, please. And also Ragashanti TV, RAGASHANTI TV. That is one. And then the other one is Tam Fam TV, TAMFAM TV. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll soon forward.
Decades of hits from the classics to current tracks. You'll find it all on the Bridge 99 FM, the station for everyone.
Shake and go with true shake. Shake and go. Grab a true shake and go. When me have to put in the work, but I'm moving slow. Grab a true shake and go. School time and not joke time. Have to study hard, brain full time. Grab a true shake and go. When we up in the gym, we have to stay healthy and fit.
Grab a True Shake and go. Shake and go with True Shake. Now also available in 2 delicious flavors: peanut and butter pecan. Packed with protein, calcium, key vitamins, and minerals. So get yours today.
The next person in line, your friend at school or your coworker, may have COVID-19 and not know because they have no symptoms. You, on the other hand, could be hospitalized for 2 months or more if you become infected. Is it worth it? Stay socially connected, but keep the physical distance. Stay 6 feet away and avoid a hospital stay. COVID-19 is not over. Protect yourself while protecting others. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The Bridge 99 FM.
Really don't work for awards. We know we are the backbone of the society.
Wait a minute. No, Mama Elise that. Mama Elise on the radio?
That's right! The Queen Mama Elise returns to radio on the Bridge 99 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Feel good.
So join the Queen Elise Kelly for Untangled as she dives into conversations, everything untangled.
Elise Kelly on the 99.
You heard?
We all want to go higher. Higher in this life. BPM Financial is the way to go higher. Higher in this life. At BPM, your dreams are possibilities. At BPM Financial. We'll share your hope, help you build. We'll help you save for what life brings. Higher in this life.
Visit us at 1A Holborn Road. BPM Financial, taking you higher.
Hi, I'm Ronald Thwaites, and I'm the host of The Public Eye and The Open Mind on the Bridge 99 and Irie Jam in the tri-state area. This program will tell you the truth about life backyard. Fair, open talk, no gossip, no slander. We want to listen to your concerns. We also want to help you with your problems in JA. We at The Bridge rate you and affirm our oneness as citizens of this blessed land we love. So join us now on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Jamaica time, on the bridge, crossing the waters, linking Jamaicans and Jamaican lovers everywhere.
Easy buy and collect highproace.com. Click on the website from home, my brother. Highproace will deliver down a yard. We are open door like chivalry. Order online and get free 7-day delivery. No matter if you purchase fit truck or van or for one little something where you fit in your hand. We deliver to your door 7 days of the plan. Anywhere your country or in a Kingston. Easy buy and collect highproace.com. Highproace.com for your home, garden or farm supplies. Highproace.com.
Tad's Record presents George Nooks with his new album, Through It All. 13 inspirational gospel tracks. I Surrender. And the title track, Through It All. Distributed by Tad's Record and available on all digital platforms worldwide. Tad's Record, the ultimate reggae and gospel experience.
Trust in God. Through it all. Through it all. New style. Yes. New flow. Yes.
The Bridge 99 FM to the world.
This is Zion Stewart, and you're listening to my dad, the awesome Ragashanti, on Bridge 99 FM.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in our jug. Yo, somebody can't take nice wife phone. Somebody go take one normal phone from her. Somebody go take one normal phone and take it. First, you don't see what nice wife post. You don't see what nice wife said. Redressed like the 20th century new hero. Not in the year 1800 and 1900 century dress. Fear did want her dress with apron before her, just like a market woman with 4 big pockets. Fear, jealous, and wish. I now read the rest and think I want. Oh, by the way, people, sometimes I run with things and thing and whatever. While it is that Fear Ellington and I don't take tea, I don't want to know run go make this and whatever, right? People can have disagreement, and you can know that somebody is still a nice person, or right? Yeah. Well, me have my faults, me have my flaws in my personality, and Fia Ellington certainly has hers also. Just like all of una funu want to, right? So I don't want nobody go think say, you know, given that you know say me and Fia no take tea, that was a jab at Fia. No, it wasn't. But it indeed is a disagreement, which I'm entitled to, since she made a public utterance, and I, you know, if I, you know, it is my choice to say, well, you know, I respectfully disagree with what Fia right there, and then I can also explain why I disagree with her assertion and her conclusions about Rihanna, and I also can locate her critique again in the context of our post-colonial experience, which is inescapable. We're all cultural animals. We're all cultural beings. We're all cultural beings, right? You cannot be human. The only way you're human and you don't have an identity or you don't have a set of things that you have learned is if when you're born, somebody keep you in one box and you're not exposed to nothing. And you're essentially the proverbial blank slate, which we're not, right? So we're, you know, so it's inescapable for us, for many of us as Jamaicans, you know, originally Jamaicans, even though we may be citizens in other countries or whatever. For many of us at our core, you know, our cultural identity is that of Jamaica. And given that identity, it's inescapable, it's unavoidable that we are going to have those constructs, you know, that are Euro-derived or African-derived, and there are other things too. We're very often come up with that dichotomy. Again, as I always remind you, do remember, we have a very strong Middle Eastern, ethnic presence in Jamaica, in the form of those descended from Lebanese and Syrian orientation. We have a very strong Jewish community, very, very strong Jewish community in Jamaica. We have a hugely influential Indian community, huge Chinese community, you know, right? And as you're aware, they came at the turn of the 20th century. And we have a very profound Latino population in Jamaica. Some of you don't know, but we have quite a few Koreans, South Koreans living in Jamaica. So, you know, the mantra, the motto, out of many one people, certainly rings true. But that out of many one people also needs to be understood in terms of the hybridization, the coming together of all these cultural groups to form, you know, the Jamaican experiment, the Jamaican experience, right? So it's not just this black-white thing or African-European thing or whatever. There are other elements there also. But needless to say, the African presence is, the African, derived presence is very, very strong in Jamaica. And with the corresponding cultural practices. So is the European presence because of its political strength. Despite them being in the minority, they were the ones who run things, and so they legitimized and spread their thing. And those things and the contestations and the contradictions and the clashes between those cultures, they still come about in this present day. They're still here with us in this present day. They're still there. And but when these clashes occur, they're very often not as obvious, as in other instances when something is clearly African, clearly Indian, clearly Chinese. Somebody can say Diwali, this is an Indian practice, clearly Indian or whatever. These things are more subtle. And it is in these subtle contestations that, sometimes conflicts emerge and disagreements come about and judgments are made and people write off people and so forth and things like that. I would like to urge you, to just keep in mind, whatever you know, you learned. Whatever you know, you learned. That is the first thing. Anything where you know, you learn. Whatever you learned is cultural. Whatever you learned is cultural. Whatever is cultural, it means what it is in one situation, not going to be what it is in another situation. Given that those facts, it is imperative that you be careful what you assume to be universal. When someone assumes something to be universal, you're saying that this is true everywhere, or this is how it's supposed to be everywhere. Be careful. You can't have something cultural and then believe, it must be universal. What is universal? When somebody said I'm hungry, that is universal. Everybody, no care where you live or whatever, experience hunger. That is universal. When you want pee-pee, that is universal. The capacity to run, that is universal. Anywhere you go, people can run. But it is in the how where you have cultural differences. So you have a lot of what. So what the thing is, a lot of those are universal. So what the event is or the thing, a lot of those are universal. How you do the thing, that is cultural. Problem is, many of us, we assume that our hows or the way to do something, we assume those are universal. And there's nothing wrong with having disagreements, cultural disagreements. I'm on record as saying, I understand female circumcision in the Middle East, what it is. But I disagree with why they say, they do it. I know it's part of the patriarchy. I think it is rather transparent that it is something designed to control women, and it has become so institutionalized that even women accept it and believe that they're not even women if they don't do it. So it's okay to have disagreement. But you can have disagreement and you say, I know my thing, whatever, and don't feel the need to tear down somebody, and don't feel the need to invoke your disagreement in the other person's moment of glory. So along those lines, I am one of those people where me we see something that go on good for somebody, them not kill nobody, them not hurt nobody. Me have a disagreement with it, but I understand the cultural difference, and I certainly don't feel the need to come up publicly and try to draw them down and say something negative about them in their moment of glory. So yes, for me, frankly, I think it is inappropriate for the people them. The people them who saying Rihanna was inappropriate and attack her. I think it was inappropriate for them to come with their ignorance and I try to be negative and toxic on her in her moment of glory. Something greater happened for her. And what people are focused on is something negative. Something negative that has its origins, again, from our post-colonial experience. The Rihanna attack is no different from the attack that was made on Joan Andrea Hutchins years ago when she went on TV with what we call Chinese bump, where Amina Blackwood mix called Nubian Plat. What we know, a distinctly African hairstyle, beautiful hairstyle, and where that Jamaican woman, in her ignorance, but again, perhaps unknowingly, subscribing to that Eurocentric construction of how we're supposed to be as black people and who must be allowed on TV and what is appropriate on TV. Because in this instance, I want to know reason with me. The TV is equivalent to the fridge. Once you're going in a fridge, there's a certain way you must behave. Once you're on TV, there's a certain way you must behave. Once you're getting an official award, there's a certain way you must behave. The irony with Faye Ellington's statement is that Rihanna was getting the award in the very event where Barbados was discarding the vestiges of British colonialism. Barbados declared themselves a republic, no longer part of the British Commonwealth. The Queen is no longer the head of state of Barbados, but the Queen is still the head of state of Jamaica. And yet you have somebody over Jamaica at that event where Barbados is making this significant and powerful move with an eye on the future, an eye on the collective consciousness of its people, under the brilliant leadership of its prime minister, and I think now president, I saw it go, Miss Motley. And it's at that time that people want to come with some petty foolish. Man, I like her dressed, they dressed it inappropriate, blah, 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 blah. And again, I don't see nothing wrong with it. People do that with the Academy Awards, people talk about outfit and whatever, that's cool. Yes, so for some of us, we take issue with that. And what I want you as listeners to do, we in a mix up and all them something there, but you don't know some we go down them party and more time and we go to school. I want you to locate these type of incidents and these events in their proper intellectual context with respect to we being a post-colonial society and the contestation, the constant conflict and the constant competition between different meanings from different cultural spaces, and how we unwittingly, we don't know we're doing it because we learn these things. Anything you know, you learn. Anything you know right now, you learn it. If you learn something, it's cultural. If it's cultural, it means it's specific to a particular set of meanings. It's specific to a set of meanings. Those meanings, other people now go share them. It is okay for you to be comfortable with your meanings. It's okay for you to be comfortable with your culture. It's okay to be comfortable with what you learn. It's okay for you to prefer to be what you learn. But just be careful with your assumptions and your conclusions that that which you have learned, that which is cultural, that which is only specific to your particular upbringing, in any assumptions in believing that it's universal. And then in believing it's universal, when you say other people do not conform to the way you will do things, you will judge them, tear them down, mash up your relationship, make a big deal out of something that probably shouldn't be that big a deal. Right? I'm not saying you should agree with me. With things like these, it's about discourse and an opportunity for reason and meds these things because they're relevant to us. You know that there's sometimes people end up in situations where somebody do something and because of what we learn, it's just so entrenched in us, we feel bad about it. But then something in your mind I say, but she nice or but him nice or whatever, but me know me feel bad about that something that when him did. That was just so rude. And that was just so butu or that was just so backward or whatever and thing like that. And people struggle with that, you know. People struggle with that. Let me go an example. And nothing I'm going to know what I talk about. You know how much time Jamaicans meet somebody nice, whether nice aesthetically, good looking and cute or handsome or whatever, or nice in how them treat you and whatever, and because them chat bad, according to Jamaican, them can't cross that. It's like them can't cross that. No, me can't carry more time. I can't nobody go hear him chat around me. Me can't carry on away and make you go hear to whatever this and that and When if you understand what you're referring to as chat bad, and you understand the colonial context of so-called chat bad, then you will realize enough of what we are doing when you say chat bad, nobody no chat bad, and then you will realize some of the little inconsistencies and contradictions where someone want to make, wherein when you will listen 20, 30, 40 other people a chat bad in English because they're from non-English speaking country. I want a very understanding about them. When I don't immediately feel any embarrassment when them talk, when no shame or nothing. Worse if them fulfill some other aesthetic criteria, make them look good, you know, if them go have straight nose and brown or whatever and this and that. But once I'm a foreigner, you know, people that just relatively nice and whatever, and them can't really speak the language that good and thing, and you know, I'm not cool with it. But own Jamaican men and women, them want to discriminate them, I want to shame at them. How many I want to them on Facebook? I want to say on a friend post something and the grammar not too wonderful. I want to say, hey, man, I touch that. I'm not touching that. I want to talk truth. Talk truth. How many I want to say on a Jamaican, you know, brothers and sisters post some things on Facebook and them copper claw all the English language and they be like, Lord Jesus. I want to avoid it. I want to steer from it. I'm saying, I don't want to be associated with that one. I don't want nobody come see. Right? And again, it doesn't mean that, you know, it doesn't mean that, you're not supposed to say something that is grammatically incorrect and be like, well, you know, that is wrong. You can do that. In fact, I always tell people, master English if you can. It's to your advantage from a utilitarian perspective. But because I do that. There's a mistake where people make on social media all the while. And I caught myself being annoyed about it. I'm going to check myself. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to just make people be themselves. But, yeah, Prezi, time ago. Prezi, do you know the difference between the word A-P-A-R-T and the other two words A and then P-A-R-T? It's one of the commonest mistakes I see people make on Facebook. Them confuse apart and apart, right? When you split something apart, it's one word, A-P-A-R-T. When you are of something, it's A space P-A-R-T. When I tell you, I don't know what it is, but I want to beat people on Facebook, on social media. And after a while, before me check that annoy me, I'm going to check myself, I'm going to humble myself. I'm going to just stop. You don't have to judge people with that. You understand what I say? You don't have to put on people with that. Right? So I just have to be careful on to judge people with things we want to think universal. And it don't mean so don't have to have no one standard and thing and whatever. But some of the things them may think is that big a deal. Sometimes they don't need it to be a big a deal, and you can't have, nothing wrong, if you tell somebody, say, no man, I don't want you to, just go in our fridge, so, right? Because if me and you juggle and thing or whatever, I know you're used to me or whatever, but boom, bang, 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 and you explain yourself to somebody and whatever, you know? But these are the little events, the little behaviors that can, end up being problematic if we don't understand what is going on and why we think the way we do. All right? People, take care of yourself. And again, please subscribe to Tamfam TV over on YouTube and Ragashanti TV. Remember, Ragashanti TV is a mix-up entertainment channel. If that is not for you, leave it alone. Over there, so the Ray fun stuff there. The educational entertainment channel, it's still, it's still in the flavor of how I do things. But again, it's more on the educational side. But nonetheless, whether or not you like them, I'm asking you to subscribe to both. Again, on YouTube, one is Ragashanti TV, Ragashanti TV, and the other one is Tamfam TV. And do remember that on Saturdays, we have the realest Jamaican talk show. It's called Free Up, and it's on Ragashanti TV. And Saturday Free Up was off the chain. I had so much fun. It looked like me ever going to drink beer. Margarita did work for me, man. Yeah, made it feel nice, I sitting and think Tina turn up a thing. And the last caller unexpectedly turn over the thing. So that is every Saturday, 8 o'clock, Ragashanti TV, the channel, but it's a show called Free Up, right? So just make sure someone come check out that every Saturday, 8 o'clock. And do remember, I'm right here on the Bridge 99 FM, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 o'clock. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 o'clock. Take care of you and yours, people, and be good. Be good, be good, be good. Nakita said one time a co-worker laughed off of me because me never pronounce my H. I ask her, what is finna? Because them say, finna, yeah. I be finna, finna, president, when you use something, I'm finna going to, whatever. So Nakita basically, I said she whop her back, Anyway, people, take care of yourself. Love and blessings. See you on Wednesday. Oh, this show, I'm going to put it over Tamfam TV. For those of you who want to watch about this show, usually I put them on Ragashanti TV. This one is going to go over Tamfam TV, okay? Again, this show is going to go over Tamfam TV. Tamfam TV. And that's so to the show, I go post to the show. All right, people, take care of yourselves. See you on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Be good.
It's KC! You don't know, so this is Keyboy Clark representing for the Bridge 99.